So we got like a 14,000 sketchbook stuff from throughout my school years, and we're just gonna look at them until I either get tired or we look at everything. I think we're going in chronological order. This is just stuff I found in my cabinet, so I have no idea what year this stuff will be, but we can use like context clues to figure it out. So right off the bat, we got some amazing Spider-Verse stuff. I don't know what the hell that thing is. This is some Smash Bros concept stuff. Fighter Pass, but just Mario. Got Mario, Boom Boom Gino, Rabid Mario, Captain Toad. Pretty solid picks if you ask me. I was also really into Angry Birds when I was younger, so we'll probably see a lot of that. We got a comic too. Dude, that's me walking. Grandpa, why are you following me? I'm just following you on that Facebook stuff. And then he slams his face in the book. Fire's dabbing. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. This is every single Smash Bros character. You can look at that if you want. I'm not going to. I don't know what these things are. Oh, okay, it's upside down. Did anyone else ever play that Angry Birds Epic, the RPG? Because I know I sure did. Freaking Chuck. Oh no. So here's when I first got into JoJo. Flawless Joseph. My entire like old art style mixed with JoJo was really ugly. I think all the videos are on a playlist somewhere on my channel of the old JoJo meme things I used to make. This is like 15-year-old me. I thought I could animate an entire Undertale series with like 400 episodes, and I maybe animated like the first 2 seconds and then I gave up. This was my ARMS OC. I should try drawing him again. He was actually pretty cool in my head. Speaking of ARMS, all the art in that game is so good. Like, look up the art gallery for that game if you haven't. It's actually great stuff. Oh, we're in color now. More Smash OC stuff. Look at that outfit. This was a Smash Bros, but with, instead of like actual characters, it was just original characters I had made that didn't have an established universe. They just existed. This was some kind of portal guy. That's his girlfriend. That's just him wearing a bow. I forgot this guy's name, but he was basically just Samus, but with a spiky head. I think that guy's name is Kerbo. You know, not inspired by anything. There's a weird bird right there. That's me. That's the stick battles people. You'll probably see more of them. We definitely will, actually. Mario through the Piranha Plant. That's great. And there's some Plants vs. Zombie stuff, because I was obsessed with that game too. Papyrus Tale. With the amount of AUs Undertale has, I wouldn't be surprised if this exists. I don't even know what any of this is. That's Undyne. That's Italy, I guess. Determination. Pretty fire Undertale fan art, if you ask me. This was a Gaster fan fight, because who didn't make one of those? Finally, my body. Wait, I'm gonna get my mic up close. Finally, my body, the soul's human. I've been split for too long, but now, thanks to you, I can unleash my true power. Hands form, and make you suffer. Oh, my foot. Papyrus, what happened? And stir, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oog, come. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're done with this one, finally. I have no idea how old this one is. I think this was 9th grade, because... and I don't know where the spine of this one is with the cover. I think it broke in the middle of the year, and I didn't do anything about it. You can see how much bigger this sketchbook is compared to the last one. So there's gonna be so much empty space on here. There's sands with a bunch of dildos in the ground. Oh dear God. Oh, Bloons Tower Defense. Wait, this is sick. Okay, we got the artist monkey. There's all of its paths. I'm not gonna read all of that. You can if you want. Oh, okay, this stuff actually looks decent, so that's how you know it wasn't me. I'm hoping we don't run into any academia stuff that I drew, but we might. There's only one gender. It's Nerf. Metaton. Slay! There's Azriel. I don't know who that guy is. More balloon stuff, the fairy monkey. One time when my mom was looking through my sketchbook, this is the only time she's done this, but I guess she was making sure I wasn't making perverted stuff. And she saw this drawing and thought I was a pervert because I drew coconut boobies on a monkey. Bloons Tower Defense Elite. Dang, I think that's my persona as a Bloons character, because I gotta put myself into everything I draw. Okay, someone could actually make a game with all this stuff. Oh my gosh. Dang. Alright, that's where I gave up at. I feel like I did all this in English class. I drew a lot in there. Me in October. Angry Birds Flashback 3. I don't know if we'll see Angry Birds Flashback 1 and 2. Oh, there's some Angry Birds OCs in here. That's Curl. Okay, maybe there was just one. Oh, I don't like that. There's the artist monkey again. That's the monkey engineer before he got put in Bloom 6. I don't know what that thing is. They have the mortar monkey. I guess he wasn't in either. Yeah, there's the Gatling gunner, the mermaid monkey, and special agent. There's me dabbing. Stop making thumbnails. Oh my god. Super Mario Maker 2. Yeah, it was gonna come. I even gave them prices. I don't know what my deal was. I just love making in-app purchases for everything I drew. Freddy Fazbear, I think. Oh no, I can see Doomsday approaching. Okay, here we go. We got Jotaro, Joker, that guy. Oh, is that Billy? Okay, if you don't know who Billy is, he's basically the most like iconic original character I have among my friend group. He looks cool now, but if we see him here, he's just gonna look like a ripoff of Sans and Mettaton. Bowser. Oh, okay, a bunch of original characters. Xavier, that's the main character of Fire Powers. We got Ronnie, the Death, Shade, Path Glitch. I don't know what that means. We have the girl character, and Clit. Oh god. Oh no. That's what Billy used to look like. Oh no, was I a patriot? Oh, there's the cover to the sketchbook. Stick Battles. This is Stick Battles. I didn't know they had names actually. I think the gameplay I imagined for this was just Mario and Rabbids, but with stick figures. Oh Jesus. Okay, I guess I'll read this. Oh, there's Billy again. That's Billy, I think. Sans. I was Sans for Halloween one year. That's atrocious. I don't know what I was cooking here, but they should not have let me cook. Am I right? It was a big thing for a while that I was married to Kira. I don't know if that's cringe or not. There's actually still like a cardboard cutout of him sitting in my room. Oh, that's awful. I think that Josuke is probably the best drawn thing in the sketchbook. Pretty sick landscape, if I do say so myself. Yeah. Oops. I actually have no memory of this. And that's, okay, we're done with that one. Okay, 2021. This stuff isn't awful. These are some of my characters. We got Billy. This design doesn't stick. That's Cooper. That also doesn't stick. That's Dick. I haven't drawn him in a while. There's Aries. He pretty much looks the same. Stanford, I guess that was his name at some point. Whenever I see him, I think Wingley, because that was one of the names I had for him, but I also hate that name. Just a warning, these two, they started out as Friday Night Funkin' OCs, and we will be getting into some of that. So just like a trigger warning, I guess. Yep, here we go. Garcello. Me and some of my friends in high school did this thing where we drew Pokemon fusions a lot, specifically in Bible class. We got the Pickle Tickler. I don't know enough about Pokemon to know which ones these were fused with. That's Frogtay, Toxagore, Mothmite. There's Among Us comic at the top. Buenob, Charashus, Jordo, Jotaro. That was the first drawing of Aries. Yeah, see, Friday Night Funkin' stuff. That's such an ugly outfit, so that I changed it. There was definitely a story with him, but I have no idea what it was. There's Jotaro. There's Tabi, I think his name was. That guy's still sick. I don't care what reputation Friday Night Funkin' has. That freaking skeleton goat was the coolest thing ever. Okay, yeah, there's Aries' story.
Hello, Mr. Friends. I'm glad you attended my invitation. Beep boop. Yes, of course.
I'm not reading this. I can't. No, I can't right now. There's Jotaro again. Star Platinum. P. Omni-Man. I think that's me. I lied to myself a lot. I still do, but it was worse. Yeah, that's me. New Swamp City. That's actually a location I've been meaning to use in some kind of world I'm making. It's like a polluted city inside a swamp, but it's all underwater, and there's garbage like floating around everywhere. Bottlehead. What did I draw? I hate having to flip this stuff. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Okay, we got some kind of freaky dude. We got Gyro. That's actually not bad. Oh, Spamton. We're going to see a lot of him. Okay, I guess every single page is just coming out now. That drawing's iconic. So is that one. Here's my persona right now. Not right now, but like at the moment of time we're at. Oh, okay. I'm like actually really interested in this stuff. It's a video game I'm like I kind of want to make someday. I don't know if I'm like dedicated to game design though, but it'd be cool if I could get a group or something to pull the stuff together. The main character was like obviously started out as a self-insert. That was the main villain. And I put Billy in this game too. He kind of changed. He started out as a persona self-insert, but he just kind of evolved into his own character. I've done that with a lot of my personas. Actually, that guy, I just, like, literally last night, I transformed him into a completely different character. Spamton was so, like, easy to draw. He was just... No, not easy, just more, like, fun to draw. Just
all the shapes on his face and stuff.
Spamton and fishnets. There's more me again. That's the only, like, accurate representation of me here. A lot of this stuff will be cool if I redrew it nowadays. Oh, I do not like how veiny that heart is. This is Ringo. He's like owns this entire circus gig over here. I remember at some point he was married to his wife, obviously, but his wife was dead and he just kind of carried her around everywhere. And this is a robot jester guy. I guess his name was Carnival. That's really stupid. Carnival the Suffering. Yeah, so there's Ringo and his two henchmen. This is before his wife was dead. And also this robot guy's got like a buddy now. I don't know if we'll see him though. Fuck you, Hole. Oh dang, there's that Arms OC we saw an earlier ago. Forgot I named him Bruno. I don't know who these guys are. When Among Us was trending and everywhere and driving everyone insane, that was such a good time to be alive. Oh, these guys, these are NPCs based on emoticons. Here's Ringo again. Oh dang, Eyeball Milker Lady. Her only character traits was that she had boobs. That was it. That's cool. Oh yeah, I'm graduated now, but so I can talk about this. It was last year, senior year. The yearbook team was only 5 people. I was the only digital artist, so I was like making the title page and all the transition pages or whatever. And I like to sneak Easter eggs into everything. So at the end of the yearbook, you couldn't see a lot of it, but I snuck like a few crewmates, a piranha plant smoking a blunt, a pea shooter smoking a blunt. But then the big one that I told to the other people in the group that we're trying to keep secret was that I used furry porn to make the lighting on the page. It had 2 penises too. It was crazy. There's Kakyoin. That's actually pretty solid. The yassification of Sans Undertale. All this winter attire goes... This is a hard fit right there. I'm not flipping this. I'll look at it in post, but that looks freaky. Oh, this wasn't one of those things where you switch the art page every 5 minutes. One of my friends. I don't know who these guys are. I kind of like that. Not that. Oh, Attack on Titan. Car. I think that's like all 4 of the main characters in the video game fused together. I'm glad I like actually take up room in the sketchbook now instead of drawing a single person in the middle and then leaving it blank. I couldn't drop this plot point, but there was a part where that carnival robot guy was gonna come injure me. Well, he had injured me, and then he like crawled into my body. Was using it for some reason. I should be dead, but I wasn't. See how my skin is like ripping, and all my bones should be like not in my body, and there's like 1,400,000 holes. But yeah, it's okay. Next. Oh, this is something my elementary school did called Square One Art. I don't know if it still exists. Basically, a bunch of kids drew whatever they want, and then you could buy merch of it. So I got the sketchbook of this really sick Mario drawing. Arms plus Mario. And that's the end of the sketchbook. This is another one. This was definitely elementary school because that's when my Angry Birds phase peaked. My art teacher actually banned me from drawing Angry Birds because I drew them too much. And then the next year she died. Oh, I had some Angry Birds stickers. Basic. For real. Yeah, this is just me messing around with Angry Birds stickers, I think. Angry Birds 3 with a gay egg. This was me going back to my roots, because like when I was like 5 or something, all I drew was Angry Birds, except they were just circles. And I apparently had a 100-page long book that was just Angry Birds levels. Oh my god, Angry Birds Transformers. The soundtrack to that game went so hard. Like... Uh-oh. There is no gravity. Golden bombs blow up big. Oh, and we don't get to see World 5. Okay. I love having lyrics to WAP in my Bible notebook. There's me drawing someone getting crucified. The only other thing here is more SpongeBob Goofy Goober stuff. I don't know what my deal was. Okay, this is the last one. This was 9th grade too, I think. Nope, it was 10th grade. This was all me trying to copy sketches from the Mario Odyssey art book. Billy Joe, Billy Joe. Oh, that's information to something. I think this is when my Green Day phase peaked. So we're gonna see a lot of that here. Anakin. I watched Star Wars around this time too, and I had like the fattest crush on Anakin Skywalker. These aren't awful. No, they are. Undertale JoJo, so that's a lot. This guy, I don't know what his name was, but he was honestly just a little freak that I drew sometimes. Parrot! Some emojis for my Discord server. I don't hate that, I guess. I guess I'm back on my grind of not using sketchbook pages to their fullest potential. I can only draw one little guy out of entire spreads. Chris in Smash Bros. That's awful. That's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's some Minecraft concept stuff. That's new. I don't know what this was about. These are like floating islands, I think. Floating villages. Senku. I put dates over things, by the way, when I think I drew them good. I was gonna fill this entire page with organs, but I gave up pretty quickly. I don't like these. His arm is so shriveled. Yeah, all this stuff is like really bad and boring and stuff. I'm just gonna... I feel like this guy would be hot if I drew him again. We had like a group of like 4 people trying to draw Lola Bunny. As you can tell, it didn't end up well. Is that the end? Please be the end. Okay. I think that's it. Why is it called an oven when you oven the cold food without yeah, eat the food. My phone is almost dead, so I'm gonna call it a day. If you think I should have stopped drawing when I was 14, I'll leave a comment. Yeah, I'll show off some like actually good stuff next time. Bye.